Alright, so the first question we have is by Infinite Ash, 3 years ago. How come all your levels are easy? To be honest, in my previous Geometry Dash video, when I tried to tackle my own levels, I couldn't even do the easy ones that I consider to be easy. Regarding the categorized difficulty, I don't think any of them are considered easy. I think the easiest one would be a harder, which was Falling. And then Portal was also considered harder until it became insane. But for the most part, I think all my levels are harder and above. So yeah, at least for standards back then. I don't know about today. SH3RIFFO, how long does it take you to create one of your levels? That is a good question. Again, from 3 years ago, I haven't made a level in a long time. The biggest obstacle that took me to make levels was actually block limit that there was in the past. There wasn't a lot of blocks that I could use, so most of the time I would run out of blocks, and so I would wait for the next update before I could continue on a level. And this is what caused me to take a lot more time than I needed. For the most part, I think a few weeks maybe? And then while I'm trying to verify it, I might polish the level every now and then, right? So it's something I don't like, I will try to polish it. I find I experience any bugs, I will try to fix that. I will keep polishing it until I verify it, and then once I verify it, I just upload it, and I'll let you guys be the judge of from there. How do you record your iOS screen? Well, back in 3 years ago when I recorded my levels or verifying them, I used EveryPlay. The integrated app that comes with Geometry Dash. How epic can you make a level? How epic can I make it? I don't know. I guess it depends on how many blocks I could use, and how much time I'm given, and whether I'm really in the mood, if I'm in the zone to really, you know, get going to make it happen. How did you get a lot of subs? Ask them. Xanthic Alpha, ask them. These guys right here, they're the ones who gave me my big break. They followed me, they supported me, they pushed me, motivating me to do better and better. So ask the subscribers that subscribed, and they'll tell you. Sir, may I ask how many demon levels you have completed? In total? Okay, so I've I think I've only done about 4 demons. And it's funny because only 2 of those were mine. Can you tell me how to create the good level? I don't know how to create the good level, because that's a very subjective view. I mean, any level could be good, right, to someone, and it's just a matter of preference, I suppose, and style. And I mean, to me, a good level would be something that is original, something that would be challenging, but above all simplistic. And when I say simplistic, I mean it has to have a good balance of design, gameplay, and fun. You know, you just make sure that you're having fun. You're not just stressing out for the sake of a level, but you're actually having fun, you're enjoying it. And you have to make sure that there's a good balance between the decoration and the gameplay as well, because a lot of the gameplay could be distracted from too much decorations. In my experience, a lot of the levels that I've tried that were community levels, a lot of people tend to exaggerate and overdo their decorations where they look phenomenal, don't get me wrong, but in the end of the day, it didn't feel like a level. It felt like you're watching a movie and you couldn't really see where to go or where you had to do, because everything was just so distracting and overwhelming, and you were like, what is going on? So yeah, I mean, I would say make sure there's a good amount of originality, make sure that it's yours, you know, try to avoid too much copy and paste. Every now and then copy paste could be helpful if it's something generic, but if you're trying to go very good, the less you do, the better you get. Are you from Finland? I am not from Finland. No, I'm not. SH3RIFFO, why do you always use the same icon and colors? Well, at the time, it was because I liked it. Over time, I realized that just simply became my icon, my symbol. That just became me, it represented me. So it just, from one thing led to another, and now I stick to those icons. What is your favorite level not made by you, and what is your favorite level by you? That's a good one. I don't know which is my favorite level not made by me, or at least I don't remember anymore. I know there were a lot of levels that I really enjoyed and I liked by JZor as well as Funny Game. They had good levels that I enjoyed playing, and they were mesmerizing. But I don't remember which particular one would be my favorite, unfortunately. What is my favorite level by me? I would say Blaze, probably Blaze. Where do you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. I come from Cotton Eye Joe. I have to ask you a question. Why do you make your levels very hard? Is your goal to get enough demons so you can become a top creator? See, someone else just asked me why all my levels are easy, so I don't know. I guess that depends on how good of a player you are, right? And is my goal to get enough demons to become a top creator? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. In fact, it never was. As a builder, I never had the intention of becoming better than someone. It was never a competition for me. It's not a competition, you know. Some people create their levels with their own style and unique design, etc. And we're all different. It's not about who's better than the other. It's just a matter of we offer different things. We offer different products, and you guys enjoy what we get. I have a question. Why did you choose to name your levels with spaces between the letters? Okay, this is also a popular one. A lot of people ask this. It's because that was just my signature to stand out. Because let's be honest, every time you saw a level that was spread out in one way or another, you thought it was mine. So yeah, I guess just the way I sign off. Hey, thought you might address this before, but I feel like there's an accent. Where are you from? No, I'm not Russian, but I do speak Russian, and I also speak Arabic, and I used to speak French once, probably when I was 12. Where am I from? Well, I'm actually half Ukrainian and half Palestinian, and I'm currently living in Canada, so you could say I'm a Torontarian as well. I have a question. Why is the M in mirror not capital? It drives me crazy. What? What do you mean? Why would you tell me that? See, I didn't know. No, why would you tell me that? That's gonna bother me now. No, my OCD. Are you serious? You know, I'm just gonna ignore it. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing happened. I'm gonna go with the simple questions. How old are you and where are you from? Well, I'm 24 and I've already answered where I'm from. So, question. What do you think about how the Geometry Dash community has changed these last years? I mean, now the popular levels are so much faster, frantic, and it's hard to find a good simplistic level considered acceptable anymore. Huh, well Tom, you would know about this more than I, because I haven't really gone into the community yet. In fact, I'm actually planning on doing that on a new video. I will need you guys to send me your requests and levels that you guys would like me to try. Things that really speak levels 2.0 or 2.1 or 2.2, whatever the update is today. So yeah, hook me up with a bunch of those levels and I guess I'll be able to answer this question some other day. But from what I remember, Geometry Dash has definitely become mainstream. Because I remember a time when Geometry Dash was a game that not everyone knew. It was a game that only the cool people knew. And it was something that was shared on secretly, and the community was small and kind. Think of it like a tiny little village before it eventually abrupted into a city and a continent. Boom. But from what I remember, the levels used to be more simplistic in nature and they were more approved than today. The chances of you getting accepted or featured are probably not as high because ultimately, from what I think I know, is that today for you to be featured, you have to bring something new to the table. Simplistic levels are just levels that have been done before, which is why they have a less chance of being approved. Question, when was the last time you've tried the Geometry Dash level editor? Quite a few times actually. I have opened it a few times the last few years. Each time I would open it and I would start on a new level, something that I thought I would make. First I started with Animus, as a lot of you know. Then I started with a level called Optical. Then I started on a sequel for Blaze, called it Blaze 2. Or rather I called it Blaze with the Z being a 2. I then started making other ones that I haven't had names for yet, but I never passed the intros. Every time I started, they ended up with I just never finished them. How did you make your levels with your style? Because a majority of your levels still hold up today and could become something amazing. Keep it up. Thank you, I appreciate that. How did I make them? When I made my levels, I didn't look at other levels to make mine. Everything I did was original. I tried to make it all in the editor. I just kept experimenting and trying out things. When I found out that things looked better or nice or that they worked, then I would basically let it be and I would just submit it. I never really thought of it as being in any way special. Hello, I'm new here. Can I get a heart? Yes, you may. You may get a heart. You got the heart. Yay! Quick question, have you played Amnesia the Dark Descent? I have! It's a very good horror game. I've actually played it a few years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It was a very good game. I would probably play it again. Yeah, if you guys want me to play it, let me know. Maybe if the majority wants me to play this, we'll do it. SH3RIFFO, banana hot dogs or wiener bananas? Banana hot wiener bananas. Banana hot wiener dogs. What's your gender? I'm a helicopter. What is appendicitis like? I think I may have it. I had many stomach problems recently. Okay. This is not gonna sound too good. Appendicitis really feels like you're being constipated. That's honestly the truth. That's what it is. Until eventually you start to notice some crazy symptoms where maybe you're sweating a lot, or you're shaking, or you're very cold, or you passing out. Once you start to notice these symptoms, I would definitely recommend you go to the hospital or the emergency room. Why don't you make any other videos with other games? Well, that's what I'm trying to do now. As you guys have seen or noticed on my channel, I've already started on a new game. I'm playing Metro Redux 2033. That is actually the first of a trilogy game series with many other games to come. Of course, I am willing to take requests of what kind of games you guys want me to try and play. You guys just let me know what it is. What are your preferences? What kind of games do you want me to play? What do you want me to tackle? Alright everybody, so that is, I believe, all the questions, except there's still more. This time I will be pulling them up from Discord. That is right. My brother Ramio has actually taken the liberty of creating a Discord server dedicated to our community. So if you guys want to be a part of that, definitely join. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of channels. We got Q&As, we got discussions, we got announcements. So if you want to keep up to date in many ways, that will be the way to do it. There's a whole Q&A section there where people just write down their questions, and so I could cover them in a video like this. We're about to go through those as well. Are you ever going to have a creator contest or maybe a collab with fans? Well, to begin with, what is a creator contest? Does that mean I have to verse other creators in building? Because if that's the case, count me out. It's not so much that I'm not a fan of competition. It's just when I create my levels, I don't have an intention of being better than anyone. I just do what I sees fit, what works well, and what I make a level that I'm proud of, and I just release it. It's not about being better than anyone, because remember guys, all level editors and designers are all different. They all have a unique style or play that they offer. There's originality or this uniqueness about each one. It's not so much a competition. Apples and oranges. They're both fruit. They're both levels. They're both designers. But at the end of the day, they're different fruit. They're different levels. They have a different vibe. They have a different feel. Maybe a collab with fans. I do consider making collab with fans because I think I may need it. I haven't opened up the editor yet. Still working on that part. I do want to upload a video opening it for the first time. But teacher has become the student. I don't know what happened the last 3 years, and I don't know how good or big the game has gotten, so I need a lot to refreshen up, polish, and learn again. If you get the hang of 2.1 editor, do you think you'll ever host a collab? As I said, if I do get the hang of it, then I don't see why not, because then yeah, probably. I think it'll be nice. Are you a furry? As in, am I furry? I mean, I don't know, maybe. What genre of games do you like to play? Okay, I guess it depends on my mood and of what I'm craving, of what kind of game I want to play. Sometimes I do like to play a single player game. I prefer, I think, single player games because there's an overarching narrative going on with an outstanding soundtrack, and you get to fall in love with the characters, and to me it really makes a gaming experience worth a play. Who was your favorite creator back in 1.8? Mine was Durabe. From what I remember, my two favorite creators of all time, or at least while I played Geometry Dash, was Jzor and Funny Game. I enjoyed the levels because their levels were both stunning and fun to play. There was a good amount of gameplay. It was a good, like I said, it was a good balance. It was simplistic. It was fun to play, and it was visually stunning. How long did it usually take for you to create a level from start to finish? Does your name come from somewhere, or is it just something you came up with? As I said before, it could take from a few weeks to a month, depending on circumstance. Okay, so my name is Sharif, and a lot of my friends called me Sheriff as my nickname, Sheriff. And my father, whenever he wanted to spoil me, or as a child, he would just always say Sharifo. And I just kind of combined it to Sharifo, and yeah, so I guess in a way it's both. Come from somewhere and something came up with. If you have looked at any new levels yet, which 2.1 custom level is your favorite? I haven't seen any new levels yet. As I've mentioned before, mention a list of levels that you guys want me to try, ones that are, top rated, or things that you guys definitely recommend me to doing, and I will try to cover them in a different video. As of right now, I have no idea. Why are you so hot? I mean, because my landlord can't install a proper AC. I know. What update do you think Geometry Dash changed from gameplay levels like yours to more decoration reliant levels? And what is your opinion, thoughts on this? From what I know is that as the game got updated, more decorations became possible and people started doing some crazy things. Now I don't even know half the stuff they do out there, and some things are stunning, visually stunning, but in the end of the day, as I've mentioned this before, this is a video game. It's not an art show. I want to play the level to enjoy it. I do want to play the level to play it. But think of a new game that has amazing graphics. Despite the incredible graphics, if the game itself isn't fun, it's not going to be memorable for the gameplay, is it? You're going to be like, oh, this game has incredible graphics, but guess what? The narrative, the story, the music, all that is crap. So what's the point? For me, it's important that there's a balance between visuals and gameplay, because the gameplay has to be fun, it has to be enjoyable, it has to be challenging and unique and original. And the visuals have to be stunning, simplistic, but also not distracting. If the visuals are distracting the gameplay, you need to refine or polish it. What is your favorite color? When I was young, my favorite color was yellow. I really liked yellow. But as I grew older, I started to appreciate the color blue a lot. I don't know what it is, but I do like the color blue. And of course, I do like other colors as well, but in terms of favorites, I guess blue. What is your favorite object in the GD editor? No idea. Favorite food? There's a soup, it's called borscht. It's really good, and it's always been one of my favorites. Choose meat or cheese? Both, definitely both. Just picture a burger with a melted cheese on the patty, that's amazing. But if I had to choose one or the other, from one end you get iron and protein, and from the other you do get calcium. I don't know. Cheese, I do like cheese. If you're making hot chocolate, do you use milk or water? Both. Why did you return to YouTube and Geometry Dash? There was a lot left in me. I've always wanted to play other games and deliver a lot more than I had the chance to. And so, you know what? Coming back, I had a lot of doubts and I had a lot of skeptical thoughts and second thoughts of whether I should do it or not. But you know what? I figured, you know what? Better late than never. Plus, I had you guys, and you guys have been more than supportive. The outcome, the feedback when I returned. Honestly, I love you guys. Thank you so much. You guys have really grasped me back, and it was really nice to return. It felt amazing. Without you guys, I won't be here. I just want to build this community. I want to take it further. What is your favorite genre of music? Probably instrumental. Techno, dance, EDM, trance, chill step, dubstep. A big reason for that is most of the music today, however, is all provocative. I'm not a big fan of that, but I don't like to hear songs that have so much negative vibes in them and so much profanity and just foul language. I don't get it. I don't get the point of it. But I don't see anything cool about person degrading others in their songs or degrading themselves in what they do or how they sin or whatever. So to me, I'm not a very big fan of the mainstream music. I like to hear the particular melodies of instruments. I like to hear the actual music, the melody, the rhythm, than to hear a bunch of vulgar talk or just nonsense. What is your favorite genre of games to play? I do like adventure, I do like horror, I do like some puzzles. I like challenging ones, I guess, like the Impossible game, Geometry Dash. My biggest favorite gaming franchise of all time is Assassin's Creed, and I hope to cover a lot of that in this channel someday. I like strategy games, I like survival games, something like Rust. Do you like a good pineapple? Very much. I enjoy a good pineapple. I asked this under the video already, but do you think you'll ever finish Animus? Good question. I tried finishing Animus before, but there's something that just never felt right about it. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I started playing it at a bad time or when I was in a bad place. I honestly don't know. Do I think I'll do it? I don't think so, but you never know. Anything's possible, anything can happen, so don't quote me. What is your favorite position in bed? Well, I used to love sleeping on my stomach until I figured out that that was actually bad for you. So ever since then, I've restrained from doing so, and now I just prefer to lie on my side. What do you think about pineapple pizza? Yes! And if you don't like it, you really need to reconsider your options. I know it seems wrong. I get it. It's one of those things when you hear, it sounds weird. It's just why? Why would you bring a fruit on a salty little cheesy? I know it's weird when you think about it. I get it. Trust me, I was there before. But it wasn't until I actually started trying it out and it grew on me. It definitely grows on you, and it's something that's actually very good. The pineapple, pizza definitely complements it if you have chicken and tomato in it. So that's in my opinion. Now, if you don't like that, I'm sorry, but I'm telling you, try it again. It's actually not as bad as you think. How are you? I am okay. Thank you. I'm doing good, and you guys have helped with that a lot. Thanks for asking. How are you? Are you have a pet? I don't have a pet, and I'm not a pet either. But I do plan on getting a pet for myself. Hopefully a puppy. I'm a big fan of dogs. Love dogs. I love all animals, to be honest, but dogs are definitely something that I'm considering. But no, right now I don't have any pets. What was the biggest change in the game from the update you left until now? There's been the robot, there's been the spider, a lot of new triggers that I don't even know what they do yet. From what I know, there's more to do now. Do you like anime? I do. I watched Pokemon as a kid. I used to watch Digimon. I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I've recently watched Attack on Titan. I guess I do like anime. How do you think you will adapt to the new creating style in Geometry Dash? I don't know if I still have it in me. I don't know if I could still build. There's a lot more that I want to offer, but am I capable in doing so? We'll have to find out. What's your opinion on the newer featured levels nowadays? I haven't checked them out, so I can't really say, but if you guys recommend me your top rated or ones that you think are revolutionary, definitely comment them below and maybe I'll make a video of me playing them. Alright guys, so that is all the questions for now. If there's any other questions that you guys are curious about, please let me know in the comments below and I will try to cover them in the next Q&A video. As I mentioned before, there's a Discord community server that has been created by my brother Ramio, so do join that. If you guys can post your Q&A questions there, you guys could have chats with me and my brother and a bunch of other cool moderators. I need you guys to do me a couple of favors. I need you guys to mention me the kind of levels that you guys want me to play on Geometry Dash to try out. Let me know the games that you want me to play, and overall let me know your feedback, suggestions, requests, recommendations, everything that you guys have to say. Again, I'm always open to hearing your voices, and that's actually what builds this community, is that we got this relation where we listen and I take your advice. Yeah, so let's just keep going. I am thinking as of now that I will be uploading on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. For now, I will focus on those 3 days, probably a video a day. For now, this is what I plan on doing. So do let me know your thoughts, leave a comment below, like the video if you enjoyed it, and join the community if you haven't yet. It's a good place to be, and these are great people here, and thank you guys for watching, and this is SH3RIFFO signing off.